the Sunday Funnies.
Hey, President Obama has found a way to quickly close Guantanamo Bay. He's going to turn it into a Pontiac dealership. Yeah, so that's...
Gitmo. Not just fodder for jokes, but real political ammunition for Republicans.
I think the president made a very big mistake. It was a campaign promise. It is not a national security plan. I think, frankly, they should keep Guantanamo open. Whatever things that are wrong at Guantanamo, they would fix by moving them to somewhere else. Fix them at Guantanamo.
If Republicans really are winning this argument, and I think the jury's probably still out on that, they're doing it in sort of a phony way, playing that old fear card, convincing many Americans that Obama's plan will mean the terrorists released from Guantanamo Bay in our midst, going to our shopping malls, which might not be much of a threat considering people don't have the money to go to the malls anymore and they're basically ghost towns.
If we have to move them from Cuba, from Gitmo, we've got other territory that we can bring them in, but don't bring them to the United States of America.
This whole terrorists in our backyard argument seems to work with many Americans because it fits an old formula. It's scary, it's simple, and it puts Democrats on the defensive.
President Obama made it clear in his speech at the National Archives that he is going to face this issue squarely and resolve it fairly. And he said, I think very clearly, that we're not going to allow anyone who is dangerous to come to the United States.
At least one Republican, sort of, Colin Powell, who endorsed Barack Obama, is on the Democrat side.
I felt Guantanamo should be closed for the past 6 years.
Of course, Republicans will continue to have an advantage because it will probably turn out that some terrorists from Guantanamo will end up on U.S. soil, but in prison. And that's really not as scary as Republicans make it sound because a whole bunch of terrorists are already in U.S. prisons out in Colorado. And I got to leave you with Karl Rove. Sorry, Democrats, but he makes a very good point about the timing of this debate and Obama's self-imposed deadline.
These are issues that are going to have some persistence and have legs. I don't think they're potentially lethal, but they are going to be continuing problems for Obama, particularly Gitmo. I mean, remember, we're 8 months from his self-imposed deadline. You cannot take 200 and some odd people out of Gitmo and find some place for them and wait until 8 months. So he really has got to lay out his plan and be able to start to move that plan in the next 2 or 3 or 4 months in order to meet his self-imposed deadline.